So this will be a decent fucking. So this will be just a decent preamble. So there's this thing where safe search strict. I don't trust safe search still. It's just this hyper muscular man, and I mean Giga Chat. This is the doctor apparently. I just put it in this. Actually, let's get the links and stuff. But just
Oh, this. I've seen
look at that man. He has a walk cycle.
I've seen the yes, I've seen the memes. He's becoming a meme. I used to watch that show.
You did?
Baby. Yeah.
It doesn't. But all right, yeah, that's it. But yeah, I just find that fucking. This man has just become a meme because of the way he walks. And I agree with him.
Gotta
Chase
swag.
women at night by power walking.
Yeah.
It's just such. It's just his walk. Lovely. Oh
He has
boy,
a powerful stance.
it is a very powerful stance. I agree with him. The shitty really free music song. And I'm doing the ad every server.
Mm-hmm. How much experience you got in drawing epic castles, huh?
I have a bit. You know, I'm a medieval connoisseur.
Yes, but how many castles have you drawn?
Quite a lot.
Oh.
I'm one of those people who like castles.
I have drawn maybe one ever. I think
Pathetic.
maybe.
You gotta bump those numbers up, buddy.
Ooh.
Uh,
I didn't draw many background stuff or structural stuff. I really should though. It's like a massive weakness of mine.
Everything's a weakness and nothing's a strength. I love it. So this is what God meant when he said, something, something, something. I am not a pious man, I will admit to that. Someone would call me a stupid man.
Pilots are the central primary focus of the
I'm
Titanfall
but
games.
a simple man
Fuck just
with a heart of gold in a complicated land.
God, I fucking hate it when it does that. Wait, you know when you click on something, and just suddenly, all of a sudden, it shows up with the thing you didn't want? Like, it
on
says,
the program.
hey, I just clicked on a thing here. And suddenly it just, fucks me over. Because it played someone else's video to begin with. I have no idea where. Aiden server, let's go. A bit of a weird thing posting your stream link.
Yeah, don't get banned from servers because you're posting links.
Don't worry about it. Aiden, me and Aiden are cool.
Good way to become uncool.
Yeah, I am actually quite lame. I hate the fact when you type in castle, it comes up with some shitty sitcom. Instead of medieval castles, which is just everything else. I'll even post about it on Twitter. You're getting a fucking ad on Twitter.
Witter. Oh god.
Yes.
I fear no man.
Twitter.
That place scares me.
No. Alright, I'm gonna click on it. Unless it literally says they have declared war. Yeah, Chad's basically it's declared war.
Browser-based stuff has that weird. It's not like a lag, but if you don't move in a stroke, it just sort of doesn't move at all. So you can't do really small movements, and it can fuck you up.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
You have to draw big.
How did you make more lane?
There's a little plus thing underneath the 100% opacity. See the little plus on the paper?
Yeah, I can now see it. Let me use layer.
I'm going to use layer 2. Alright, so we're drawing the same castle.
Yep, so that means we need a. Oh wow, okay, that's strong.
No. We're not. This castle isn't going to be on a flat land. Please, flat land. Hold on.
No, that's not what I'm doing currently.
I don't know what you're doing. Wait, what are you doing?
It's just not working. My hand is not clean enough for the moment, apparently. Alright. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
What are you
It
trying
worked
to do?
in my head.
What are you trying to do?
I was just gonna create like a little defining line.
Oh, well, do this. Hold on. And just hold shift.
Or what?
Hold shift while you're drawing, and we'll draw a straight line.
Yeah, that's fine.
This castle needs to be on a mountain.
I like how we're both using two different brushes. Makes it so much nicer.
Maybe we shouldn't do that.
No, it makes it clear who's doing what. Also, I work in a far more sketchy.
I wonder if we can change the canvases. Or is that paid? Yeah, I'm drawing that.
I know what you're doing. I can see what you're doing.
I'm drawing a base for the castle to sit on.
Trust me, I feel like we can make this work. Also, part of the idea is we just... see what we can come up with. Also, I think we can set it as the mighty sketch phase.
I'll erase the rocks as you would.
No, keep it for the moment, because I may change. You know how things are when it comes to problem solving.
Probably should block this out first. That's what a real artist would do.
What do you mean? Block it out.
Can I shift these layers? Yes, I can. What do I mean block it out? Oh, well, cow.
Because there's multiple different means of blocking out for an artist.
Is there really?
Yeah, some people have different block out means. You know, just be grateful you just haven't cleaned the bin more recently.
Oh, fuck. I should take this to the bottom. Yep.
Oh shit, right, I have a chat.
Are there people in there?
We have 2 viewers.
One of them's me.
What? You can literally see it this time. Oh right, you can see your chat yourself.
Yes.
So who is this lovely other person who was with us?
That's you.
Wait, okay.
I don't know how it works. I think it counts yourself. Minions will do.
Not me. Nope.
I like how this thing has this square eraser under a paywall.
Really?
That's funny.
Also, at some point when my dad is gonna tell me, alright, stay here for the entire day because the NBM man's gonna come around at some.
That means you got the entire day to draw. Yeah.
Yeah, except the issue is I'm at dad's the entire day. It's
Oh.
not that me and my dad don't get along, we do partially. It's the issue if I'm gonna be streaming, I have to lock my dogs out of the door, out of the house. That's part of the things I enjoy with my dad's is keep an eye on those mongrels. I call them mongrels, but yeah, let's just say let's just say have value. But they're good dogs. I went to my dad's the other day because I wanted the rest up before I walked home from work. And it was lovely seeing him and all that sort of stuff. Then one of the things we had to do. Just one of the things we had very interesting discussions. But also the sheer fact of if I'm with him, those dogs they don't, well, let's say one doesn't like cuddling. The other does. The one who doesn't like cuddling was cuddling me. The other one was trying to fight the one who doesn't like cuddling, who was cuddling me. Because
It's used to being covered.
These boys the boys are very happy to see. They also fight to see who gets to lay next to me.
I see. Why don't you let them both lie next to you?
I do, but they want to get closer. It's a literally thing of, Oh, I am here. But I want to be over there, closer to you. Despite the fact neither of you are gaining affection.
Let's see.
The reason neither of them are getting affection is I'm going to bed.
That's fair.
I'm reading or something, and I can only have one hand.
Not good enough.
Yes, apparently not. So they will literally consume hand. I'm not even kidding, they actually have tried to eat my hand.
Wait, Cal, can you draw hands?
No, I can't create hands by drawing.
That's the wrong attitude.
What I just saw someone post.
Do you know what the secret is to drawing hands, Cal?
Oh, I wish I did. What is it?
I can tell you right now.
Go on.
You have to draw lots of hands.
Oh, and here for something I wasn't already doing.
We're not drawing enough hands.
Also, I have an issue. I'm drawing people with guns. I know the Australian government's probably coming to knock down my door right now. How much of a fucking nanny thing.
A friend of mine has a gun license, and we went out shooting together on a private property. It was fucking really good time.
Yeah, but I can't do that currently for some reason. The friend I have who has guns, we're not able to go out currently and do that. Well, we scared someone off.
Establish where you got to establish where the entrance is, and then I can try and mold the landscape. Yeah. Can we make this canvas bigger? That's what I want to know.
I don't
Yes.
think we.
Nope. File. Drawing settings. That didn't do anything. Ooh. Oh, I think you have to do it. Because I'm not the admin. Go to File and then click Drawing Settings. You might be able to adjust the canvas size.
I don't think we can.
Are they grayed out or no? Where it says size, it's grayed out for
Yes.
me. Oh, it's grayed out now.
But I can
They
change to
Money.
pixel resolution.
Well, that doesn't really matter.
I like it around 100. So you see what I'm currently drawing here? Stop with the mountain stuff and just go start drawing like a gate ramp house.
You want the entrance here?
Yeah, that little thing there. Sure, let's change something on OBS quickly.
Rock. Very important. Name the layers so you don't get lost.
I'm working on one layer. I think I'm gonna get back to the darker.
Here, what I want to do, I'm going to bring the rocks up here and then do like that. So then you can build more castle like up here. Maybe I'll do it. It's a big fucking tree.
Yes, it's an ancient tree. Probably planted when the founder of the keep born, maybe.
Maybe not cylinders.
Also, just remember, modern archaeologists are fucking lame. They don't have any imagination.
Modern archaeologists.
Yes.
Why archaeologists?
That's the people who work around this fucking ancient culture. And towels and stuff. They go, there's no evidence of they ever did that. And oh hey, it's a little alcove and stuff. More of a well, they wouldn't. They probably never did anything there with that sort of defending themselves like an ancient church town. Probably made the last stand.
I'm going to do something radical.
Go on. Don't get me arrested.
Not that kind of. I'm shifting everything down. Al, could you shift your stuff down too?
I don't even know how to shift it.
Do the square selection tool and just select the entire page, and then go to the mouse tool and just drag it down. Yeah, you got it. There we go. So we need more room for the buttresses because we've only got a landscape.
That's what we're doing. Realize we can do multiple canvases, right? Oh no, here's trouble.
Well, because, I don't know, see what I want to do here is sort of undulate it up the cliff, so it's like being built, like there's the rocks going up this way. And then we can put buttresses and shit up here.
I have a plan and you'll see it. I also have a plan for this area here. Well, it's not like it's yeah, they are losing their luster because they're going, we need undisputed proof they did something here. And there's when they God damn it, Legacy. Lycan.
What I do?
You remove the thing I was working around.
Oh, the lines. Alright. I'll bring them back in something better. Oh, that's one of them. Okay. There you go. Hmm.
But remember, everything sucks now.
Everything sucks. I suppose, yeah.
You know, luckily I can go back in time and read the works of Sir William Shakespeare, the works of ancient myth, the Divine Comedy, the works of Tolkien, the works of, I don't remember his name, but it's in the book. Give me one bloody second. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Telecom sounds.
Well, if everything sucks, why not make something? That's awesome.
What do you think this thing is for? This little stream series. Also, I will go over slightly, but that's because of working up the.
Don't worry, you're above me on the layer, so Doesn't matter what you do.
Oh, fucking hell, Legacy. Thanks, mate. You reminded me of the worst thing. Imagine you're some depressed male who is just doom sliding
Is it
on
hold on.
Tinder. And suddenly you get a match and you get excited and all that. But then it's the fucking She-Hulk Tinder account. And just suddenly you just want to fucking kill yourself even more? I wonder. I actually wonder. How many more people are going to have mentions of
Hey Cal, I
She-Hulk
think your
send me
OBS
this?
is capturing like 70% of the screen.
I'm aware.
You want to maybe adjust that? If we want to make something great, we've got to do this. We've got to make it great.
It is great already.
It looks a little scuffed, if you ask me.
Yes, it's going to look scuffed because it's the group drawing software. Where we're just going to take this into our own private softwares and work on it ourselves at the end. And show it to the class next month.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
No, we're
Well,
just,
I
we're,
mean,
we're just
just
going to
the
keep...
screen.
We're just going to keep drawing until we're
There we go.
settled.
That's better.
Until we're settled and having fun. Disney actually did this to promote the show. Wait, it's a show?
Wait, you're not aware of She-Hulk?
No, I am. Just I didn't realize it was a fucking show. I thought it was a movie.
No, it's a Disney Plus show.
Oh, fuck, of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is, because everything that Marvel Disney makes is fucking terrible.
Hey, do you guys remember when Marvel was good? Like, they released their first, like, one of their few good movies. But Iron Man, then they released nothing else. It's a real shame they didn't release anything after Iron Man.
There's some good stuff after Iron Man.
No, I'm saying the good stuff's behind it. Behind Iron Man. Like Blade.
Yeah, Blade's pretty good. Oh, like Civil War's good. Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty good.
I didn't like Civil War.
You didn't like Civil War?
I tuned out around that time.
Interesting.
Well,
Civil War's arguably one of the better ones. But this is, you know, the bar of quality is Disney Marvel, so...
No, I compare it to Blade. If you're not as good as Blade,
it's a fun movie, but it's not the best written movie. It's pretty cheesy, man. But it's fun. I'll give you that.
Yeah, like, fun's mostly what you need in certain comic book movies. Also, Wesley Snipes is he's just delightful.
Breaking Bad's my favorite superhero movie.
My favorite one is, fuck. Where can I take this joke? Yeah,
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I don't think there's anything I could say that would be funnier.
Have you seen Breaking Bad, Cal?
No, it's not in my wheelhouse. It's just something I just know I'm not going to enjoy. Everyone else,
I don't know, man.
Everything else, everyone else says they enjoy it, but it's just
Breaking Bad is like incredibly well written, and like it's ironic because it's a super mainstream show, at least back when it came out. But like, fuck, man, it's some good shit. People didn't really know how good they had it when like Breaking Bad was airing.
Sadly, I don't have forever. Also, part of my problem is I need to go to Dad's, which means I have to do a lot of
Animated
things so
movies
that.
before then, yeah. Well, the whole most of the DC animated sphere has just been pretty strong.
Except for like that weird fixation on Harley Quinn, not even the good Harley.
I don't know anything about the Harley Quinn show. I'm just speaking generally.
Harley Quinn was like mediocre, like she was fine in some of the older things, and also it's more the thing of whoever can pull me away from that ass will be pronounced King of England.
Look, it has the funny line where the Joker says, "Women aren't funny." That's
I mean, that is one of the funniest
that's
lines.
funny.
Yes.
Remember when people used to have fun with shows? You can make funny jokes, and everyone laughed at them because they were funny.
Yeah, but you can't have humor anymore.
Jokes banned. Humor illegal.
No, now you have to listen to that. What's that bin who appears on? She's an Australian female comedian. She's not even funny. You may know who I'm talking about. She appears on The Project.
I don't watch The Project.
Which is why, because I'm a sane Australian man. Okay, that's a lie, but I'm reasonable enough. I ain't gonna watch the fucking Project.
I just couldn't care less about renovation shows or TV shows.
It's a
Those kind of TV shows.
It's a
in
new
general.
show.
The Project.
Yeah, The Project's a new show.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, the 7:30. Oh, yeah. Fuck that show. Fuck that. Yes, I know what you mean. Fuck that shit. Fucking garbage.
No, garbage has a certain thing. I'm okay with working with the bins at work. I just don't like getting wet. And I taste bin water. I get wet. I feel it bin water because I got fucking wet.
Do you have to spray out the bins?
Yeah, once in a while now.
Yeah, I had to do that at my old job. And it's like, oh, go spray out the bins. And they had like 14 bins. And it was a little special kind of hell.
Like 11 at the place. Working at currently.
You know what I love drawing, Cal?
What?
I think I enjoy the most to draw.
What?
I love drawing rocks.
I can tell.
It's all I do. I just sit at home and I just draw rocks.
Have you ever thought about becoming a geologist?
No, I don't want to study rocks. I just want to draw rocks.
Yeah, thought about becoming a geologist assistant. Cause you'll be drawing rocks all day.
I don't think they have a special rock drawer. I think they just hire like professional illustrators and industrial artists.
Nah,
to do
they
that.
just take pictures of like horrible
they don't-
people.
No, they want to do. They do diagrams and stuff. And they draw that shit.
Someone has to, but you can use an AI now, probably.
Maybe.
Look, I had a guy. He's Australian. He's local to where I live. He sent me a picture. I could tell it was weird and all that. It was done by an AI.
Yeah, the AI art.
Yeah, that stuff
Well,
we should just stop and be fall behind because.
Well, I've mentioned that, I think, last stream.
Oh, it's been before. And it is interesting. And it is something it's like, oh fuck. Because no one expected AI to ever touch the creative field. everyone's like, oh, it's just going to do automation and manual labor and maybe like admin, like management stuff. Not creative, but and so you see that stuff and you see how good it's getting, and you follow the logic of how machine learning works, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better and better. Though I don't know if it'll have a place like properly taking over like jobs of an artist, because the program can only replicate based on prompts. It can't actually make anything, and the things it makes, there's no intention behind it, and people themselves won't find. Like, if they find out that something is AI drawn in a world where AI drawn isn't novel anymore, they'll just be like, oh, whatever. It's kind of like NFTs, where it's like, oh, no one gives a fuck. There's just no value.
Yeah,
And when it comes,
that is an argument, but also,
well,
if
when
you-
it comes,
if it's
well, hold on.
cheaper, like you would have to.
I'm about to move to that. So when it comes to like the industry, and it's like, oh well, AI is I don't have to pay an artist. I can just make an AI like do the art for my thing. I still don't think that would be able to properly replace an actual human, because I think they, as far as they can go, is like, say they're conceptualizing the game, and they're like, we're gonna have do an armor, and rather than searching, like, we're gonna have dude in armor, and it's gonna be themed like the Polish winged hussars, but in sci-fi. And instead of like looking up like the normal creative processes that you get a concept artist to look at, you know, historical images of the winged hussars and some future sci-fi stuff based on other stuff, and then they create something and they go through a design process. They'll get an AI to just like bang out some concepts, and then they pick one, and then they go with that, and then they get the artist to further refine. So I feel like it still won't replace. It'll just be like at the absolute base level, they'll use it for like finding inspiration, and that's it,
Like,
rather than actually creating anything.
I can see it doing things in the background, but also there's
Unless you
fear.
have like proper artificial and like if the AI doesn't have actual sentience, I don't think it will be able to properly replace the job of an artist.
But also, the main other thing is, you've seen what Marvel's doing to their artists, right?
Yeah. I think it might be able to, like in animation, it might be able to smooth out and make the process faster, but like by predicting how frames will go, but you'll still need people to adjust that and actually draw the frames.
We'll have to see, because
It is an interesting one. Sure, it is concerning sometimes. I remember when I first looked at it, I was like, you fucking kidding. You fucking kidding. You know how much I've sacrificed? Kind of thing. But, you know, it's a bit of a cope, I guess, that excuse. But we'll have to see. Maybe it won't catch on at all, and the industry will have zero interest.
I bloody hope so. That's only been half an hour.
Why did my music stop playing?
Also, Legacy, how you liking the music? Good
Man,
year.
it's stone good. Hell yeah.
Yes, we should stones. I have 3 viewers, and I'm not one of them.
I've got 2 streams up, sorry, man.
God fucking damn it!
I'm kidding.
Well, we have Legacy, and no one else wants to. You know, it's probably generic. I'm surprised no one's noticed any.
Yeah, that's the thing with the AI. I think it can maybe do grunt work or bang out like very first level like inspiration concepts, but it won't be able to make anything original, provided there's no sentience. So if we actually reach the singularity, and robots gain sentience, then maybe. But in other words, no. It's just replicating shit.
With a lot of the stuff around it, like it's worrisome. Just of a
Well, the part that
we actually have AI that seem human. Like they are holding like actual conversations with people.
well, they're just replicating what was said before and trying to predict it. That's all it is. Sure, it might get better, but
Like the Warriors of its game better. Because I foresee thanks to like the AI and that doing the things it's currently doing. We are going to have some weird labor movements. And instead of like the current labor movements where they basically just useless.
yeah, that's the thing. I think there might be like actual workers' rights movements that are against AI just for the sheer fact that it kind of destroys the economy. If it gets real bad.
No, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get real fucking.
And in reference to doing art, if it's the worst case scenario and there's AI that's just like people just type in a prompt and they get exactly what they want. It's like easy, done. And the industry's like, I don't need to pay artists a salary anymore. The thing that brings a third streamer. Nice. The thing that sucks the most, besides not being able to have a job, yes, is that this is something that it's skill. If you're not a prodigy, which most people aren't, it's a skill that takes minimum 6 to 8 years to become properly professionally competent at, and that's a lot. And you have to essentially draw every day to really get good in that time frame.
Yeah.
And it's just all gone to fucking waste because
some asshole
a robot can just do it.
Yeah,
immediately.
Some asshole couldn't leave enough alone of, hey, let's teach an AI to do things instead of doing it.
Well, it was always because people are always gonna experiment. That's their own sort of field, in a sense. That's fine. It's just more so how it's going to be implemented, and I don't think they'll be able to replace people's ability to give intention and meaning to art, because when people make something, there's an intent and a direction behind it all, and that's what people are attracted to.
There is that, just
well, the AI takes an amalgamation of things that people have done and then makes something out of that.
So basically,
based on prompts.
We need to keep people wanting to create OC.
Well, pretty much.
That's all it is. Because like you said,
or stories, right? Or stories behind the piece. And every sends a message or something.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of
Also, I don't know if people will be able to attribute any value to. People won't be interested in buying something or paying for something that is just done by an AI that they could maybe just go, type in a prompt on DALL-E and get what they want,
Well, we'll have to see what the market. Like I said, I have a
we'll
guy
see.
in my DMs because he's a techie.
Is he like, we're coming for your job, bitch?
No, he's a techie who can't find work in the tech industry.
Oh, yeah.
By that I mean he is struggling. Like he's good at computer hardware stuff, like free, but yeah.
Why is he struggling?
Town, probably no one willing to hire anymore because, like you said, AIs. Look, we're getting to the situation where the beautiful ones are starting to exist. If not, they already... you know about the rat experiment, right?
The rat
So the rat had them.
utopia?
Yeah, the rat utopia. That's it.
Yeah. What does that got to do with him not being able to find a job?
At the entire world, it can be just completely done by like a few dozen people, and everyone else is able to groom themselves.
Oh, I
Do
know
you,
what you mean.
and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you know what I mean. And how everything fell apart before it was meant to reach the part where they thought it was going to fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
And now and since humans are different from rats,
Wait, that's starting to already
yeah, like I said, it's already starting to happen.
with the current generation.
And we're both of the current generation. You, me, and him. All
Well, I mean,
young
I
Aussie
technically,
bloke.
well, not quite because I still need to work to support myself. So,
Oh yeah, like we need to work. Just we're one of the few people left behind. Kind of. In a way, probably best described.
left behind, huh?
Like we're the ones who are basically holding the entire thing up. We don't get any of the like the beautiful ones. Do. Like we don't work for a company that can just keep us on payroll, and it's basically this adult daycare.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
That as well.
Like the LinkedIn chick, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked a 9 to 6, a 9 to 5 6 day, or what's your 9 to 8 9 hour, no, 10-hour day at LinkedIn works like, and it's like the last 5 hours is her partying. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember watching that video and like she's constantly talking about getting snacks and eating food. I'm like, man, you just go to work. It just seems like that she goes to work and just gorges herself on luxury and food. And I'm like, oh my god. And I think about where I work, and I'm like, fuck me.
Look, I am lucky if I get to smell the kitchen. And that
Well,
is what I'm lucky for. I get to
it's,
smell the fucking kitchen.
We're not quite at the rat utopia yet because
No. Just remember,
there's still.
the rat utopia fell before its
Oh yeah.
top part, and we're basically there.
I disagree because there's something like 70% or 70 to 60% of jobs aren't actually necessary for society to function and essentially moot. They only exist because of our economy keeps it going, and that economy makes them sustainable and important jobs. Essentially the whole creative industry is technically one of them.
Not completely.
But, and it is also true that something like 10% of people do 90% of the work that keeps society running, like actually running the essentials. But the rat utopia is when, literally those 60% of people literally don't work. And they don't need to work because the 10% is doing all the work. Am I correct in that? And that's why it fell apart, because these rats started like eating themselves and shit. Yeah.
Wait till the bugs begin, mate. Wait till the bugs come in. And you really need that protein. We're gonna start eating each other.
Oh, you mean eating the bugs? Yeah.
No, when the bugs come in and we have to eat them, we're just gonna start eating. So you better start thinking of what does human taste like.
No, the whole reason behind eating the bugs is not because people need or want to eat bugs. It's because the global elite of the WEF.
Yeah, I'm aware. Just
who want to
I'm
lower
saying
carbon emissions.
we'll start eating bugs.
Wanna
The bugs come in
people-
because of all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they want to force people to eat bugs to quote unquote save the planet.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah,
also another
it's
point
like-
there. Yeah, when that
Well,
comes in, we're just gonna stay in each other because we're not far from the WEF bringing the goddamn bug.
Eat the bug.
Yes, eat the boog.
Eat the bug.
Eat the boog.
Live in the pod, and you will be happy. I don't think the WEF is like one of the most evil fucking organizations on the planet.
Oh yeah, they are evil, and they're ones that people bring in the rat utopia,
Yes.
as well as a Saudi fucking prince.
Yeah, you gotta the problem with the rat utopia is you gotta give people purpose.
And
Like the Wally, like the rat utopia is essentially like the world in Wally, but that's how it's all essentially everything's done for by AI. And I don't think we can ever actually reach the situation in Wally, because I don't think unless you can really hardcore distract people, but people will just be like super fucking depressed and being so start acting real hyper depraved and it just collapse.
what's happening currently?
To an extent,
Marvel's not able to keep it up, and like I said, it ended before it reached the highest level. Legacy, what did you retract your message you retracted?
eat the bug.
Let's see the... Oh, why does it... Is there a fuck... Alright, I'm back to 2 viewers.
Rat utopia.
This is why people want to go back in time to the Middle Age. Don't you want to live in a world where you can have your own tools? And
Not
everything?
necessarily the Middle Ages is a good time to go back to TBH. However,
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either.
no, it's
It
pretty bad, man.
was...
I don't think necessarily you want to go back into a world where quote unquote nobility, also the elites, literally have essentially entire control over your lives. That's the thing that we're fighting at the moment because we have rights, quote unquote rights.
Look, you had rights
and
under
that's
the
what's
Magna
happening.
Carta.
We're regressing back to that. It's essentially
we're going to more of the French version and the German version of it. But a lot of people had a lot more freedom than people think.
No, I disagree.
No, they actually did get to leave their homes and like the
Right.
village and all that. Like they got to leave.
Well, no, a lot of people were serfs. They were tied to the land and owned by the nobility. Well,
And
they
if
didn't
they
own
wanted to
them, but
leave, if they wanted to leave,
couldn't.
they could get some parchment saying, "Yep, you're free to go for a while. Use your pilgrimage."
Only at their permission, but they might need their labor and they'd be forced to stay. And then they send out people to go capture them if they fled. And a lot of people chose not to fled because it was so dangerous. It was better to live in servitude than it was out in the streets.
And the
Or at
reason
least
you lived in
safer.
servitude was because of the they were literally protecting.
Well, that was the idea, but they'd also, take advantage of you at the same time. So it was kind of a deal with the devil. It was like, yeah, you're not going to get raped by brigands or, murdered by road highwaymen, but you essentially lose all of your agency over to this person who will now control every aspect of your life. Technically, you're not quite a slave, but
they couldn't actually control much of your area.
servitude.
They couldn't actually control much. Because peasants are fucking annoying. So imagine you live in a town, like, the difference is, these are global elites in their massive high towers in the middle of fucking Brussels. The Lord's in your town. You can harass him, which is the difference, usually.
Or you can harass. That's what's happening in the Netherlands.
No, they're harassing the grunts. They're not harassing, like, Klaus Schwab isn't being harassed.
You're allowed to make fun and criticize the WF without fucking getting killed, which wasn't the case back then. If people are noticing, it's like, hey, these policies seem less about, environmentalism and more about controlling people's agency and individual livelihoods. And that's what people are criticizing. I think these walls over here are a bit big.
So the mountain's going like that way. Like it's a. I had ideas in my head, but it may not work. I think I need to take a step back, but it's also I'm running out of time as well.
Let me draw a red line. I was thinking the spires sort of undulate up. Oh, why isn't it red? There we go. The spires sort of undulate up this way. So like so. Because it follows the slope.
You realize they destroyed most of the top of the mountain. Basically.
Well, they still build on the mountain. I do like this gate down here though. How it's like lower.
Yes.
I'll draw a drawbridge. No, fuck. Portcullis. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm gonna actually wrap up here because I have to go shops first. Then I need to make my way to my father's.
All I got to do was draw rocks and talk about rats.
Yes, you could. I said I had an hour when I got it when I first started. And it's gonna be 3 minutes until the hour ends.
You got 3 minutes to draw something else besides rocks.
You had it your choice and you made it. We can come back to it later. After study day.
Oh my god. Who's our teacher tomorrow? No, tomorrow, on Tuesday. Is it Mr. Loomis again?
No, we have no teacher. We are just following the books.
The teachings of Andrew Loomis.
Any books. I don't even know if half the books of art I have even have names of the author.
Generally they do.
Not all of them.
Which is the legendary one that has the really bad anime art?
Oh my fucking god, that one.
What's the name of that artist?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I can't remember. He's actually not a bad artist, but he gives terrible advice.
Yes,
like I remember on one of his videos, or maybe it was the advice in his book. He said rather than focusing on trying to improve your weaknesses, just focus on your strengths. And it's like that might be a good. That's only good advice to like professional artists who can draw incredibly well and at a professional level in the sense of building a portfolio to find work, because they'll just focus on their best aspects of what they can do and just so everything looks great, and then they can focus on that field. But if you say that to like a beginner level artist and they take that to heart, they're just going to end up drawing the one thing that they enjoy drawing and only draw that, and they'll only be good at drawing that thing, and they actually won't be able to draw.
Yes.
That's why that advice is so bad. And it was targeted towards beginners. Fuck, I can't remember what his name was. But I remember, you look at his other art and it's fine, but he doesn't really draw anime. And just yes. how they turned out with like DeviantArt tier, and it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna have to end this.
No.
Yes.
Wait till I finish the portcullis. Then we'll end it.
I'll be doing more drawings when I get home. I'm not connected to the fucking internet.
Man, I hate the internet.
And it's currently raining.
Not raining here.
Yeah, I'm 7 hours away from you.
Come further down south, the rain will go away.
I can't. I can't move faster than the rain.
However, there are very black clouds outside.
I don't even have black clouds. They're all blue and purple.
Blue and purple.
Yeah,
What?
they're purpley. They're not even black. They're like soft purple because the sun's just in it, right? You know. And there's white.
What's the middle of the
clouds.
day? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the sun's just in the clouds just right, and it's blue sky. Or it looks, or the tint of purple, the subtle shade. Like it's raining, but it's barely pissing down. Yeah, I'm trying to be fucking flexible, but you know how that is.
I don't know how that is.
I'm talking the legacy.
More flexible with your drawings. How so, Legacy? How does Cal need to be more flexible?
I think he's trying to say I'm rigid.
Rigid.
Also, I'm gonna be working off an image because I'm drawing that goddamn fucking cat girl again.
As in, your
That's someone
poses look
else's.
stiff? Or...
I have no idea. Like, I think it's just flexible in the drawing ability, but also, remember, we were talking
I mean,
about that
it's-
artist with
it-
the anime book, remember?
Yes.
Of his bad advice?
Yeah.
Bad as well.
Oh, you just focus on the things that you like drawing rather
Just,
than...
just be flexible. Go
Yeah.
with the flow for it. And it's been an hour. I gotta go, like, not like it's in Lycan.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I do.
5 more minutes.
We can save it. Like, we can save this.
But we can't save this, as in this moment right here. Do you not see? This is how we beat the machines, Cal. Machines can't capture moments like these. Machines can only spit out pixels based on an amalgamation of images and repeated patterns. We can capture moments. Ah, go on. Trying some. Oh, I see. As in the kinds of drawings. Okay, I got you.
Anyhow, I'll be doing that when I get back to Dad's. I'll be having fun. Like I said, I gotta go. Have fun, everyone.
I don't want to go.
No, I don't know.